everyone. My name is Kiko, and today I wanted to give you an update of what I eat and also, most importantly, the reason why I can stick with vegan diet as well as fully raw this year. So let me see. I'm gonna connect to my Instagram now. And for some reason, it's echoing. So please give me a second. Somehow it looks like it seems like my YouTube channel is open somewhere and I'm not finding it. So please bear with me. Okay, let's see. I think it's good. Oh, it seems to be echoing. Hi, whoever has joined. So again, my name is Kiko. I have been on a high raw vegan diet for diet and lifestyle for over 20 years. I have discovered raw vegan diet in 2003 on New Year's Eve, and I've met my friend. I didn't know him. I met him on a New Year's party, and he mentioned that he has been on this diet and he has been feeling amazing. And since I have been having health issues, that I wanted to give it a try. So 2004, I embarked on this raw vegan diet. And when I discovered this diet, and as I was learning from my friend Hugo in New York City, and reading quite a few raw vegan books, it just made sense, and I felt, okay, this is it. I found the ideal food on this earth that I am. I don't want to eat any cooked food. I mean, just I don't want to eat animal foods or nor cooked food, and it was very tough. I have to say that being on raw vegan and also vegan is very hard until you get it. So, well, to give you an answer of how I made it this year, because I have been pretty much fully raw this year, and I would like to share why. And also, just the other day, I just realized that me sticking fully raw was the same reason that I could stick to vegan diet. Let me see if I'm gonna double check if okay, Facebook is not. I'm just activating Facebook, and so I'm streaming this on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And it looks like I forgot to connect with Facebook, so let me do that. And okay, so maybe okay, so all is good. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel is all streaming at the moment. So I became a committed vegan about 11 years ago. So 10, almost 11 years. But I have been on a plant-based diet journey for over 30 years. And I gradually started to remove different kind of meat. So I stopped eating pork first, and then cow's meat, then chicken, and then seafood and shellfish and all. So I had some steps by step, and then the last thing I got rid of was the dairy products. Dairy and maybe eggs. I was able to get rid of, but dairy was probably one of the last thing that I got rid of. So it was a long journey as a vegan and also raw vegan. And even though I didn't want it to eat any animals anymore, the situation, and because we are vegan is a minority, raw vegan is a super minority, it, it was just challenging for me. I was working in an office and I had quite a few overseas business trips, and I had also quite a few gathering from with my colleagues, also eating out with my friends and the family. It just made it so difficult. So I thought, okay, as long as I don't eat the chunk of meat, it's okay. So I started to make some exceptions after exceptions, and I was stretching, and I didn't like it. I mean, I tried to ignore the fact that I was eating an animal, dead animal, and I definitely don't want to make any animal suffer or kill so that I can eat. And we have so many ways to survive. And frankly, even if I'm really sick, I don't think I could bear myself eating animals again. So even though I wanted to do so, because we are vegan, is a minority, I was stretching. And then the whole thing changed when I went to Hawaii. I think so. This was in 2015 March. Uh, I was pretty much vegan back then already, but when I immersed myself to this vegan community in Hawaii, it just everything changed. You know, every day I was very close to pretty much everyone I interacted with in Hawaii when I was there for 5 weeks. They were all vegans and quite a few vegan activists, and they were very kind, and they they had quite a few events going on that I attended as well. I remember Will Tuttle's was there as a monthly guest speaker, and I forgot the title, but I think it was Peace, World Peace Diet, something like that. And I listened to his audiobook, and it was just such a well written book. I've met him. I have dined with him in Hawaii, and I don't know, the whole experience as a community was what got me into this vegan for life and no turning back. So some people, a lot of people who recognize this health benefit being a raw vegan, it's the, when you learn about this raw vegan diet or even vegan diet, they realize the benefit. And for a certain period of time, they go through detox or they can stick with plant-based diet. And then it was, be, there was like a suppressing feelings that they just couldn't, after a certain period of time, they just go back to eating junk food or chicken or cow's meat. And someone was asking, actually, I had a weekly live with Sky today. If you have missed that, that was a very good conversation on community as a raw vegan. And it's, someone said that, I felt amazing. I did raw vegan detox, and I was eating a clean raw vegan diet for a certain period of time. I cleared all the issues I had, and brain fog was gone. And then this person went back eating chicken, and he or she was not feeling well after. And I hear this so often, even in raw vegan community. The people that, the kind of real raw vegan people that I've met in Costa Rica, New York, or even in Japan, they, you know, it's, I feel what was missing was community. So the topic of today's live is about I, I said the title was what made me the reason why I can stick with vegan and fully raw. So the answer is community. Being a vegan or raw vegan, we are definitely a minority. And here in Japan, as people don't have never heard of raw vegan. They might in Tokyo. Some people have heard of about raw food diet, but they have a. I don't. The raw vegan or raw food here. Raw food here in Japan is quite different than raw food in the States or Europe. So anyway, I wanted to share the importance of community because for me, that's what helped me stick to vegan and stick to fully raw. For veganism, I don't know if I didn't stay with this community in Hawaii for over a month, I'm not sure if I could have stick with this diet. And same thing, over 20 years, I've been doing high raw vegan diet. So I mostly eat clean raw vegan diet. But when I eat out, there's no raw vegan restaurant or cafe. I think I'm the only raw vegan cafe in Japan. I've heard there's one in Tokyo, but they seem to be closed. Well, if you know any raw vegan restaurants here in Japan, please let me know. I would love to connect. Because I have my weekly cafe, which is tomorrow. Usually I'd have this raw vegan cafe here in Kyoto, Japan, downtown, very easy to access. Once a week, Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 6. Yeah, so the importance of community is super important. And for raw vegan, I have been trying to be fully raw vegan, but so my husband is vegan, and he is by default high raw because he loves fruits and I prepare his meals, so he tend to be more on the high raw vegan than not. But he's if I cook him vegan meals all day long, I think he'll be very happy with that as well. So anyway, we're a vegan couple, so that makes it easy to stay vegan. But people around me here, they're not vegan at all, or no, I don't know any raw vegan besides Sachi. Sachi who lives in Saga, which is south of Japan. We have a once a week podcast in Japanese. But besides her, I don't know anyone who is fully raw vegan. And for her, I know that community is super important. For some reason, because I know that they can do their own diet and they're happy to choose their diet on their own. Like I have been interviewing quite a few high raw vegan or fully raw vegan people. And for example, Lila from Finland. I think for first 3 years, she was fully raw vegan. And now she said that she includes some cooked food for convenience. I think she goes out with her friends, and it definitely makes it easier when than to be just on cooked vegan than fully raw vegan. So, yeah, she said that she was okay with it. But I do think she has created her community very quickly in Finland and Spain. And who else? Eva from Germany. I have also interviewed her. Yeah, every person's journey is so amazing. But she's someone. She said that she has no raw vegan friends nearby, but she's happy, or she sticks with her protocols. Trying to think someone else. Okay, Sky, that my Australian friend, raw vegan, fully raw for the last 4 years. And she said, well, she started off all by herself, and she did start her, online thing and community within a year, but she was able to stick with it all by herself. And for her, it was life or death. So if she ate some cooked food, she couldn't get up. So that made it a lot more easier to just stick with raw vegan diet. But overall, I would say maybe over 90% of people that I know, they have a very hard time sticking with fully raw vegan diet, even though it makes us feel good. It makes us feel amazing. But with family gathering, social setting, that makes it very difficult to stay fully raw, especially during a holiday season. Here in Japan, New Year's Day, New Year's is like a family gathering, so it's like like a Christmas for European country, or American for Americans, and that makes it very challenging. But for me, this year, because I have published my first ebook, which if you're interested, you can purchase it from the description of either or Facebook or YouTube, or go to my website nama.obh. So since I published the book and I have participated in Raw Vegan Bundle, I was quickly immersed to this raw vegan community. The raw vegan influencers that I've already followed, but I never had any personal connection. But because we have collaborated, it was a very easy, instant connection, and it's been amazing. I just love this beautiful connection with raw vegans all around the world. And that definitely helped me stick with fully raw. So this year, I have gone to Taiwan with my husband. This Taiwan has been on our mind for the longest period of time. I have been there once, long time ago, and my husband haven't been there. And we kept hearing that Taiwan has changed a lot, and the the vegan diet is amazing. And I was also excited about papaya. I was hoping, even though it was the winter time there, I thought that I could get some tropical fruits. It turned out that there wasn't much fruits. I ate a lot of fruits there, but I pretty much I did eat some cooked food every day. Even though I tried to stick with something healthier, like no less oil, like no fried stuff, it was just yeah. I've eaten more cooked food than how I used to eat as a high raw vegan, and that happens whenever I go overseas or traveling. It just makes it a little more challenging. And when I came back, I started to have a skin issue, and I was paying very close attention to what I eat. low-fat raw vegan diet. And and I started writing, finishing up my book, also collaborating with other raw vegans. And it just, I don't know, I just didn't pressure myself to stay raw vegan, but it was just so easy this year. So yeah, the importance of community for whoever it wants to stick with vegan diet or raw vegan diet, definitely find your community. But for vegans though, I think if you really want to get rid of all your animal products, I have a faster solution. So this is my personal story, okay? When I went to Hawaii, I have shared my story of being in Hawaii and vegan community that helped me. But watching a documentary like Dominion, I don't know, have you ever watched the film Dominion? You can watch it on YouTube for free. It's a horrific, I mean, you can see a horrific image, and the sound is quite traumatizing as well. And after being part of this Hawaiian vegan community, when I came back to Japan, I myself became an activist. And also in Tokyo, when I was living there, I have done quite a bit of activist work. And Anonymous, it's called. That was the biggest part of what I have worked as an activist. And there was Dominion always playing and explaining to people who's passing on the street. If they have question, I answer. And when you watch that, you will be vegan for life. I think that film, it's not far-fetched from the reality. It's what we eat. Yeah. And I definitely don't want animals to go through some sufferings or, kill animals just because I like the taste. There's so many other choices nowadays to get the nutrition that there's no need for me to eat that animal. So that's that. And also, more so that I do not want to torture any other animals. I do not want to consume something that has suffered so much in a very filthy environment, dark, who has been suffering since the birth. And I prefer not to have that in my diet. Oh, I didn't see the message yet. 21st Century, hi. Oh, I'm so happy you're watching. Thank you for joining. Rocky, Wright, and friends. I was really strict raw vegan for a month, then fell off and ate vegan junk food and got so sick. Have you had that happen? It was so scary. No, I haven't seen. Yes, I have. Over 20 years, I have made I failed so many times. Well, I shouldn't use the word failed because it's all the learning process. And I felt like I learned so much every time I felt the vegan. I I thought, okay, it's a good learning curve, it's a good lesson for me, and I'm not gonna do this again. And it just keeps on happening because we are surrounded by people who eat junk food on a daily basis, even here in Japan, that it just becomes so normal. And many people are sick. Many people they don't have enough energy, and getting sick so often. It's just becomes such a norm that we started to accept it. So yeah, definitely surround yourself with people who you want to become. And I'm just so grateful that I am part of this raw vegan community. Honestly, thanks to Sky in Sydney, Australia. She's really amazing. And definitely, I appreciate Raw Food Ramen's Lisa and Chris, the Raw Advantage, who has been there showing up. They've been raw vegan for, Chris has been raw vegan for over 20 years, just around the same time I became raw vegan. And Lisa, I think over 10 years. So I'm just so grateful to be connected to people I want to become. And nowadays, I was sharing with Sky early this morning that connecting with people is so easy. So yeah, I definitely encourage you to connect with whoever you feel connected. Rocky said, I think it was the oil. I hadn't eaten oil since going raw. My stomach, yes, yes, exactly. Like deep fried stuff was it was just horrific for me. And yeah, because I don't when I used to cook until last year, I was cooking like rice, like brown rice, and some grass noodles. I try to stay light, like steamed vegetable stuff like that, but I never cooked it with oil. So when I eat out, it was just, yeah, it's highly processed oil. The oil goes rancid so easily. So definitely. Oh, but speaking of oil, I wanted to speak about this today. Omega 3 and 6 ratio. So I wrote about this in my book Namadō, which is the ebook that I have published this year. So apparently, the ideal or how we used to eat back then, apparently omega 3 and omega 6 ratio was 4:1. And it's interesting. This year I have been paying a lot of attention to omega 3 fatty acids, and it's very difficult to get to 4:1. And now I would like to share what I eat in a day, and I have summed up and I have asked ChatGPT to do the calculation nutritional value. Rocky said, "How were inspired to go raw originally? A book you were ahead of your time." Yeah, I was living in New York City, and I was so sick. I had recurring ovarian cysts and severe case of eczema. I was just miserable, and I was trying so many modalities of getting better, but nothing was working. So on New Year's Eve of 2003, I met my friend Hugo, who has been doing this raw vegan journey for, at that time, already fully raw for 3 or 4 years, and he was radiating. He was, he had so much energy, and yeah, so that's how I started. And he helped me learn from books and documentary films, and that got kept me inspired. And so before I was able to connect to this raw vegan community, thanks to publishing my book, I was always watching raw vegan interviews, like Jillian's. I think there's quite a few. There are a few other YouTube channels that I used to follow and learn about people who go raw vegan and the benefits. And I think that was pretty much all I watched on YouTube. I was always showering myself to get motivated, because I know I feel the best when I eat fully raw, but there's so many, we are just minority. So I tend to forget if I don't shower myself with that information. So Rocky said, flax and chia really are only good ratio that I've seen. Yes. So I don't know, Rocky, if you have done the calculation. I have. So you can do with Chronometer, which is an app that free app that you can download, or you can just get check online. From PC, you don't have to download. But you do you do need to sign up, I think. And yeah, even if I pay a lot of attention to omega-3 fatty acids, which is chia seeds and flax seeds, right? It's very difficult to get to 4-to-1. 4-to-1 is, I don't know how you can do it actually, being vegan on a vegan diet. And interesting thing about Dr. Joel Furman or something like that. He's a well-known vegan doctor, I think. And yesterday I was watching his interview, and he said that there are as many cases of Parkinson's disease with vegan people than just average people. And yeah, I mean, it's a bit shocking fact, because I think most people go on plant-based diet on a healthy reason. And it's interesting that he said that vegans have more, as much, if not more, of Parkinson's disease. And he said that omega-3 fatty acids is very important. So I checked today. Today I checked on what's the ratio. So I have, for example, today, let me share what I eat. So I start off with this big water. So that's ginger and lemon water. I start my morning with. And after drinking that, I share half a melon with my husband. So half a melon, half a peach, and then I had maybe 70% of green smoothies. So kale, 2 bananas, 1 cup of probably 1 cup of pineapples, and sea moss, 1 tablespoon of sea moss. And I have added 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to that. And then after that, I went for a short hike with my husband. And then when I came back, I shared the Mexican apple mango with my husband. It was very big. And then I also had some grapes. Then let's see. For lunch, I would have organic baby leaves, maybe about 100 grams. 2 Brazil nuts. I always add 2 Brazil nuts in my salad. Onions, zucchini, mushroom. That's the time I add cold pressed flaxseed oil. So 2 tablespoons. I might add 3 tablespoons today to see. Black pepper and turmeric. Let's see. I also had a fresh coconut water, maybe half a glass, because I've shared it with my husband. And mountain potato, yamaimo, it's super good for you. It's a slimy thing that you can eat raw. I would have maybe 1 cup. And then cucumber, one cucumber, small cucumber. About 200 grams of cabbage. So all raw I will be eating. So that's the whole day. I think I'll be eating. I might be adding kiwi. Then the total calories came up. This is ChatGPT, because to add all this in a chronometer one by one is just a lot of work. So I've been using ChatGPT. Because of the flaxseed oil, it comes up to 2,600 calorie. Before adding this flaxseed oil, my calorie was like maybe 2,000 or maybe even less than 2,000 calorie per day. The ChatGPT says carbs is 488, protein is 50 gram, fat is 50 gram. And so in ratio, is that right? Okay, because I added corns, like fresh corn, I'll be adding. So carbs is about 75%. Protein is 7.8%. Fat is 17%. Oh, did I mention that I do add fermented natto? I might have missed it. But anyway, I have been making my own natto at home, and I'm very happy to include that nowadays. So fat is 17%. Yeah, 75% carbs, protein 7%, fat 17%. And then I have also asked what's the ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. And he responded that it is about omega-3 is 1.8 and omega-6 is 1. So not even 2 to 1. Yeah, so I don't know. I might add, like I say, I might go to 3 or 4 tablespoons. So yeah, that could come up to maybe close to 3 to 1 ratio. But yeah, that's kind of, I was just shocked that it's still quite, it didn't come to the ideal ratio. Okay, Rocky says that I ate about, I wouldn't have the doctor say, since you have been a lot of people. Okay, I'm going back. Flaxseed really only good ratio. Yeah, since you've seen a lot of raw people, do you think the diet doesn't work for some people in terms of healing, etc.? I do believe raw vegan diet works for everyone. That's my base beliefs, but it doesn't work for everyone. And why? It could be social setting that maybe if they go fully raw, they might feel too stressed. There were times actually for me that fully raw was not quite working. And I realized that I was eating too much fruits. And I just had too much fruits and maybe adding some extra virgin oil the night before. That caused me to have a big belly, and it just my stool wasn't smelling good. It was and it was just kind of scary for me. So I started to include steamed veggies, and I thought that fully raw was not for me. But yeah, I do think. I don't know. I'm not a doctor for sure, and each person is unique, and we have to look at it from with a big picture of social situation. If they are stressed out, being fully raw, it's not about diet because it's just exercise and mental health is so important. So I hope I answered your question. Uh, Well, I hadn't heard the doctor say that. Yeah, it's scary. I'm not sure what I was talking about when you mentioned that. I eat about a half a cup of flax and chia a day. That's amazing that you can stomach that much because, I've done this protocol of Dr. Brooke Goldner's. smoothies. And for first 7 days or 10 days, I was feeling, no, 7 days. For first week, I was feeling super good. And then my stomach was just bloated. And I don't know, maybe it was because of the combination of sweet fruits, because I add bananas and pineapples. Even though I try to keep it minimum, it was just getting bloated. So I had to stop. And now I add 1 tablespoon of chia. Sometimes if I feel bloated, I don't add any chia seeds in it. Is it because the omega heals the cell or neural? I don't know. I think our body is so sophisticated, and I honestly didn't think that cold press, even if it's a good quality of cold pressed flaxseed oil, it's not good for me, because it's processed, it's filtered, and fat is so easy to go rancid. Even though I keep it in the fridge, I felt I mean, I haven't tried it over 20 years. I haven't touched flaxseed oil. I have done extra virgin olive oil, and that just didn't work. But hearing more and more from Sky and other people in the community, I said, okay, let me try with small bottles. So I bought a tiny bottle that could last for maybe 2 weeks or so. And yeah, for some reason, I had a skin flare up. You can see the band-aid. And even though I have been fully raw, and even on a low-fat raw vegan diet, it wasn't healing. Even if I go on a water fast or juice fast where I was taking no fat at all, it wasn't healing. So I was quite impressed with flaxseed, cold pressed flaxseed oil. I've only taken it for 3 days, and somehow my skin is healing much faster. So yeah, I don't know if it's because of the omega heals the cells, the neuron. It must be, right? But I do think it's definitely not just this the flax oil that's healing me, because I do so many other things to make it work. So Rocky said, I follow some traditional Chinese medicine, and they say raw cold foods are bad for people because it's cold. Yeah, totally. I know. I've also tried Chinese medicine, and it just didn't work for me. It was just so horrific. I don't know if you follow Raw Chef Yen. So Raw Chef Yen, if you haven't seen her YouTube on TED Talk, she's done the TED Talk maybe 6 years ago. So, and she's Chinese Malaysian, and she talks about that Chinese tea that was just smelling so bad. And so I think it worked for her for some period of time, but raw vegan diet works much better. So she's sticking with high raw vegan diet. So yeah, so Chinese medicine, and also Japanese people are scared of cold, like fruits or raw food in general, because they think that it's going to make our body cold. And you just have to try it yourself. For me, in 2004, when I started raw vegan diet, that was September. So in New York in September, it's hot, but it's gonna cool down. And I started fully raw vegan journey from September onwards, and I was so impressed that winter I was not cold at all. And later on, I realized that my body temperature went up. So I don't know in Fahrenheit. So I always had a low body temperature, 35.8 or 35.6. Let me see, what is that? 35.6 in Fahrenheit is 96 Fahrenheit. 96 Fahrenheit was my regular body temperature. And then when I became raw, and still continues. It's 36.5 to 36.8, which in Fahrenheit is 98, over 98 Fahrenheit. So you see that there's a huge difference. And I just, you know, I just felt so much warmer. So, you know, we all have to try on our self, right? Do you do well? Kiko's digestion. I saw your natto video. That is so cool. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I really love my natto. I mean, I'm still getting used to with the taste. I don't miss natto, but it was a game changer for me to be able to take the protein and it makes me feel satiated, and I don't have to eat the whole big salad every time. I do love eating, but I don't have to eat that big salad to satiate me. So, do you do well on flax? I only use seeds. Yeah, I have been holding off for over 20 years, not using any, flaxseed oil because I didn't believe in that. But I said, you know what? Let me try. And yeah, it seems it's only 3 days. I will give an update again, probably next week. And I'm going to increase the intake per day to see how my body respond. Sky was saying that she feels a bit heavy taking flaxseed oil, but she does take it every day because she sees the benefit from it. Flaxseed is kind of interesting. So chia seeds works really well up to a certain point. If I take, I don't know, 2, 3 chia seeds at once, I feel so bloated within a few weeks, within a few days. But flaxseed, I was taking brown flax seeds, and for some reason, I was getting some skin reaction to it. So recently, I changed to golden flax seeds. So I'll see. It seems to work okay for me. So we'll see if flax seeds, the whole flax seed works better for me. But the reason is because I said, well, we'll see how my body reacts. We don't know until we try it, right? But for now, it seems to work really well. And I don't know. For me, I I felt I feel like the flaxseed oil is very light. I don't know. I mix it with natto and a big salad, so maybe I'm not feeling it, but definitely extra virgin olive oil or sesame oil. Sesame oil is very, very heavy. So yeah. I don't do well on high fruit either. I need the minerals and some fat. Yeah, I do think that this balanced diet is very important. I do think that we are meant to eat lots of grains because, I mean, I personally think that the world is created perfect. And when you look at Earth, it's mostly greens. And we have abundance of fruits for certain season. Like here in Japan, this is like a really good season for fruits. We've got watermelon, figs, beautiful peaches, nectarine, grapes, different kind of varieties of grapes and oranges, and we also had mangoes and bananas, and it's the abundance of fruits. Oh, we have Asian pear, which is amazing, so juicy. But most of the time, what we can get is greens and some root vegetables. So I do think it's important. Yes, I'm on her protocol. The smoothies kind of gross me out, but it's an easy way to get in the green and omegas. Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's like yesterday, I wasn't feeling for green smoothies, but I said, you know what, I do know the importance of greens. So I just chucked down on this big green smoothies. Let's see, I want to share. So what I eat in a day is what I wanted to share. And I'm sharing some photos with you, which is coming up. Let's see, that's my green smoothies. Someone asked me, David asked me on Instagram, do you ever think of moving to warmer location where lots of fruits grow inexpensively? Yes, I almost moved to so many tropical places, including Well, I did live in Costa Rica. I I even put the down payments in Mexico, Playa del Carmen, and I've lived in other tropical places, but I'm very happy here in Kyoto. I mean, this place is just amazing. I really feel if there's a paradise, it is here in Kyoto. Please do come and visit me. I'm a tour guide and interpreter for foreigner visiting in Kyoto, and it's one of the reasons I'm doing a lot of videos nowadays because it's a low season. It's too hot for people to come. Not too hot. I mean, it's okay. I don't have AC now. I just have fan. But yeah, I mean, we have great greens, so many varieties of herbs and greens, and fruits are not bad. You know, it's not that expensive here, I think. I shared my grocery cost, and Americans and Australians and some Europeans are so impressed how cheap it was, and you can make it so cheap. I don't care for saving money for grocery. Like grocery is so important for me. Like what I put in my food, my mouth is so important. So yeah, I can enjoy my vacation in tropical islands, but to live, Kyoto is it. So if anyone is interested in moving, let me know. Yeah, so I wanted to also share. So that's usually I eat some fruits in the morning, and after that I have this Dr. Brooke Goldner's smoothies. But instead of 3 tablespoons, I'm adding just one because I was so bloated, and I have been doing a lot less quantity. Before I was doing a full Vitamix quantity just for myself, but uh, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I'm doing maybe half of it. And let's see. Um, Now it's a melon season in Japan. So I like today and recently, my husband and I we start eating melon, which is an amazing way to move get your uh, intestine moving in the morning, and it's instantaneous bowel movement. I so love watermelon here. It's so good. And let's see, the photo coming up is something I prepare for raw party with Sky, and this is just a mix of grapefruits, nectarine, um, golden kiwis, green kiwis. To come to think of it, besides nectarine, I think they're all non-Japanese. But I try to get as much local fruits and vegetables. But if I try to strict my grocery shopping just for local foods, I definitely go for junk food. So I am not putting much limitation on that, and because I want to stay raw. That's where raw vegan. That's where I feel the best. It's my nectarine, Japanese nectarine, so good. And oh my God, have you eaten Japanese peach? Japanese peach, I think, is the best. Although I had a very good one in California where my friend's garden I was able to pick a. Oh, that was nectarine. That was really good. I love nectarines and peaches. Let's see what else. Uh, oh, figs in Japan is really really good. So I didn't have this today, but it's in season here in Japan, and the best place to get the figs is in center of Japan, I think. Aichi Prefecture or Kyoto, I have been getting pretty good ones. And oh, I also planted few fig trees here in my garden, and I saw one first fruit in my garden, so I'm really excited to be able to eat that. This is grapes, Peony, Shine Muscat. It's the variation. It's very popular here. And this was a gift. This was a upscale grapes. So that was a very nice gift. This one, in Japan, here in Japan, we have this gift culture in summer, like midsummer and midwinter. Traditionally, we used to give gifts to say, oh, please take care of yourself. It's really hot. It's really cold. Here's a gift to share my appreciation. And that happens a lot also during with business partners. And this was from the real estate person. And every year he was actually sending me some animal products, and I was just giving them to my neighbors. But finally, I had to say that we do not eat any animal products, and he was this year for the first time he gave me this beautiful fruits. I'm so happy that he was able to change it for me so quickly. Let's see. And for lunch, usually I eat my lunch with my husband between 1 to 2. And I have a huge bowl of salad. But thankfully, the size of salad is becoming smaller. Before I used to eat it, it takes 1 hour or more. I think sometimes it would take 1.5 hours to finish my lunch, and it was just so tiring. And including natto was a game changer for me, and I can finish it very comfortably, chewing a lot. In half an hour, I'm done. So yeah, what you can see, this oil is the cold press flaxseed oil, which I'm trying out for now. And then that brown thing in the front is the natto, homemade natto. And yeah, I add Brazil nuts, 2 Brazil nuts per day, marinated mushroom in shoyu, soy sauce, and vinegar. I also have red onions. I add tomato, turmeric, black pepper, carrots, cucumber, zucchini, and all that goodness, whatever I can find in season. So that's usually my lunch. And I might eat some fruits maybe an hour or 2 hours after my meal. And usually that's it for the day. Oh, I want to show you another photo of my salad picture. It's the Oh yeah, so this is a better picture. I recently been eating my salad with green cabbage. Green cabbage here it's very soft. I was quite surprised when I tried the green cabbage in France. It was so hard and was not tasty. So it was meant, I think green cabbage, at least the one that I've been buying in France, it was meant to be for like stew, like you have to cook it for a long time to make it soft. But cabbage we can find, especially springtime, you can get a very soft and sweet green cabbage. So I've been using that as like a wrap base. And then, yeah, I would just add whatever you see on the plate. Next to green cabbage, that's natto. And then in the middle container, that's yamaimo, mountain potato, which is very slimy, and mixed with cucumbers. And also I marinate it with ume, Japanese plum, and also basil salt koji, which is a fermented rice salt that we use a lot here in Japan. So yeah, I've added also corn. Let's see. I barely add avocado because I'm trying to be careful. Well, yeah, avocado is rich in omega-6 fatty acids. So yeah, I have. If I see a beautiful avocado, I might add it. But generally speaking, I don't. It's very rare for me to add avocado into my salad. So this was something I ate before coming on this live. We had this beautiful apple mango from Mexico. This is apple mango. And yeah. Oh, how do I remove? I'm trying to get my remove. And there you go. Okay, is there any other questions? I think no more question. Oh my God, I have been on this live for 1 hour. I wanted to do it for just half an hour. So anyway, I hope I was able to answer all your questions. Again, the topic today was community, the importance of community. So that applies to anything. I always try to surround myself with who I want to become. And because I'm a very easily influenced person, although most people think that I'm very strong and I can just stand on my belief, the reality is not. I'm very easy to be influenced. So I pay attention to what I listen to and who I speak to. And when I wake up in the morning, I do meditation, affirmation meditation. Recently, my favorite is raw food ramen. Lisa Raw Food Ramen's affirmation meditation. It's really amazing. If you're a raw vegan or vegan who wants to achieve an excellent health, I definitely recommend purchasing this meditation. It has helped me a lot. I do not have any friends here in Kyoto. The only friends I have, they're fully raw vegan, is Sachi. And yeah, the friendship here in Japan is quite different. Like I got so used to friendship, the kind of friendship in New York City, which is very easy. You're always meeting new people. You know, you have your friend, but you always connect with someone new, with your old friend, and it's just so inclusive. And it's my style. And Japan is it's very intimate. It's one-on-one. And I do much better. I like intimate really connection, and I do love getting to know people in deep level. But I feel it's much more sustainable, and it's much more you get to know this person more in the community. So so today I talk about importance of community to stay raw vegan. I'm vegan. Also, what I eat in a day, and omega-3 6 fatty acids ratio. So that was my update, and I hope to come back again. I do this randomly when I have time. And I appreciate you watching me and always encouraging me. This journey has been amazing. I have been hiding as a raw vegan for over 20 years. I have been wanting to share this journey since the beginning, and I just could not. And I was just hiding and hiding and hiding. And here I am. Now I'm back and sharing my journey. I hope to inspire others, and I'm learning a lot along the way. And I'm just really, really grateful for all the positive comments and encouragement I have received. It was just definitely a pleasant surprise for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support and love as always. So I think that's it. This has been probably the longest solo live, and I hope this was beneficial for people. So until next time, see you soon.